Hey everyone, Dan Teston here, the Teston team, brokered by eXp Realty. Saw some information that came through. I want to give you a quick market update in a minute. Behind me, you'll see a map of the United States of America, and it's got some color-coded stuff on it as well. And I just kind of want to share with this from an article that I pulled this from. And it's about the housing market, and it's labeled high risk of home price drops, overall is what it really comes down to, or falling home prices, in general. So when you're watching your news, and it can be very selective sometimes as far as what statistics that they're pulling from. If they're pulling statistics across the country, then yes, some of those numbers can be scary. But when you look at your local market, which is the most important piece of this puzzle, the local market's going to be your number one deciding factor. So with that further ado, you'll see that map behind me. And what it comes down to is that when you see the dark blues, which are these ones here, these dark blues are going to be very low. The light blue is low, the purple is medium, the pink is high, and the red is very high. So as you see here, we have Florida. You can see down there at the bottom, it is pretty much light blue and some dark blue, not an ounce of red, which means a lot of people are moving across the country to Florida. What you do see is your New York section up there on the upper right-hand side over here. No, is this one right here? I can't. There it is. New York overall, and then on the far side you have the West Coast, California, moving up Seattle, all this over here, Washington, and so forth. So those price drops are real. They're going to come through. We already seen it already. We've seen a lot of people moving across the country from California, from Seattle, and just moving out. The housing market is not as affordable in those markets as well, and they're moving our direction and towards Texas and a bunch of other mid-area states as well, especially since people are no longer having to be bound by a location or an office anymore. They're able to work more remotely. So we're seeing a lot of more flexibility in that. And why don't they come to Florida? Because it's a beautiful state. It's beaches and sunshine and lots of great things. So ultimately the attractions as well is a huge part of Central Florida. So like I said, I wanted to share this information. That was great. Especially don't get too worried about your the rates going up. They will come back down at some point in time. They got a little saying that everyone says, and that is, you marry the home and you date the rate. I think if that's right. I mean, you can always change the rate. If you have to buy a home, buy that home, especially if the market's doing a little bit of shifting right now. And then ultimately you can look at refinancing later on. We've got some fantastic lenders. We even have a lender that will let you refi and pay your closing costs and not increase your rate to pay your own closing costs, which some lenders do. So we usually hear those commercials on the radio. So take a look at this, look at those California and Seattle and Washington and ultimately New York, New Jersey, up that direction. And everybody's going to be moving down here to our sunny Florida, as you can see there. And let us know what questions you have, what comments. We'd love to help you out. If you have any questions regarding our current market, we would love to help. So take care. We'll talk to you soon.